Rachel!
Check. It's Tuesday. And just like that, we're back on your head. And I can't wait to get into it. And not only is it Tuesday, this past weekend was Mother's Day. And to all the mothers out there, like the title of the song says, you got it.
I was gonna say, what's the title? Baby. You know, be knowing song titles.
I can't lie.
Hey.
I can tell you're jaded, baby. Why?
Welcome back, everybody. This is She and I. I am your host, B-Love. And like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
India Marie and B-Love, the husband and wife duo you didn't know you need, but you got us and we are here to stay. This is the best thing to happen on a Tuesday. Well, damn it, since Monday. Give it up for yourself one time. In a real way. I know you about to sing the song. I saw your lips going towards
I do really like that song.
It's a hell of a song. I hate, let me say this, I hate when songs take a long time to develop. I actually like that, but due to the podcast and the setting that we have set up right now, I hate that it takes so long for the song to get to where it needs to be.
That's how all the songs used to be back in the day.
But I wanted him to come
intro,
in.
The song used to be playing for like a minute and a half before they started singing.
Girl. You got it. Yeah,
we don't need you to sing.
You my little baby.
I've never seen anybody who like I feel like you think in your head that you can really sing a little bit and you just can't.
I really can though. Shout out to my guy B Rhodes. Shout out to my guy Big O. And rest in peace to my homeboy Chris. I'm holding it down for you every day, hot partner. You know the vibe. What do we have here? Refreshing. Anyway.
You're just doing the most.
How was your Mother's Day? Let's talk about this right now.
Great.
You want to be transparent? Right now?
We're recording this on Mother's Day.
I wanted you to say that out loud.
Obviously, that's why I'm a little fancier than usual on the video.
Hey, girl, you look fine. And I'm going to tell you straight up.
Thank you.
If you wasn't on that thing, I would have to give you my dangalang. You see what I'm saying? Yes,
Stop
indeed. But y'all know me. Red light means stop. Now.
Mother's Day has been great. Mother's Day has been all that I needed it to be.
Really?
Yeah. Now I'm just waiting to go and get back into bed. That's all.
Jesus
That'd be like the last thing that I need.
And you know what?
For Mother's Day.
Part of the reason why I'm drinking this bang is to let you get some relief because I already know the vibes. In about an hour and a half max.
Blake's going to be up from his nap.
Blake's going to be up from his nap. And guess what, man? Right back on daddy duty. And to add insult to injury, I'll tell y'all something else. So my corporate job, they made us go back to work. That's why India said something last week about you're tired. I wasn't tired. I was just bothered last week. But I'm straight this week. Last week, they made us go back to work on the 2 worst days of the week. And if you're wondering what they are, Mondays and Fridays. What the? I can't even take a vacation, you feel me, and work from home during a vacation because Mondays and Fridays are the prime time days you would want to go out of town. But I guess it's all good, man. So here we are.
I've been saying, you in there now.
Oh, shit, yeah, I'm back in the thick of it. You understand me? But hey, we out here, and I'm going to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? But this weekend was a very festive weekend for us, too. I want to say that. We did a lot of activity. We got to see our family, and you don't know how much you really miss your friends until you're around your friends. I'm telling you, there you go.
It's a pandemic.
Until it's a pandemic. So this is our first time actually being like around a large group of our friends.
Whoa. It wasn't a large group.
A bigger than usual group of friends.
Like
Normally,
10 people.
If that ain't a large group, I don't know what you call it then, compared to the 2 to 4 people that we usually hang around.
But it didn't feel that bad because we were outside.
Yeah, we were outside just about like 98% of the time we were outside. But I'm saying it felt good just to be around that good energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm phased out. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't feel unsafe at all. I'm like super vaccinated. And I ain't judging nobody that ain't. But when I go around people, I be feeling safer than a bank. You feel me? And then I come home and I drink some vitamin C. But neither here nor there. I hope you guys had a fantastic week, and I want to say thank you for tuning in each and every week. And I have to let gratitude be our attitude and say thank you in a real way. And happy damn Mother's Day to the mothers.
Happy Mother's Day. So I did get my bag.
Oh my God. Yeah, y'all sucking me.
I got my bag that,
talk about it, man.
He just said, 2 weeks ago that he wasn't going to get.
Y'all sucking me in there too. Everybody that listens to the podcast, everybody that follows us on IG, y'all kind of suckered me into that bag that she wants. You have to buy her something because the trip was pre-planned. I don't give a damn about all that pre-planning. The trip was paid for with the same money that bought the gift. So even though the trip was pre-planned, it was still paid for out of my pocket. So I felt like it should have been the gift. No,
you don't want to buy it?
No, you got the bag now. You got the bag. I told you I complained already about me getting solicited. And for all the people that solicit money, man, I need y'all to relax. If that's your hustle.
I'm hoping ain't nobody watching this podcast that's soliciting money.
I was about to say, if that's your hustle, I need for you to relax. This dude ran up to me after I just bought this bag for India. I got the bag in my hand, and the dude ran up to me and said, "This your car?" So I'm automatically on guard as soon as he said that. I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" "Man, my car killing yours. I got a QX50 or something like that." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm still trying to go," but he's still standing right there. Then he said, "Hey, man, but my car broke down." I look at this fool like, bro, you just told me your car was killing mine. Obviously, your car is killing you.
Sound fishy to me.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Sound fishy to me.
He was trying to hustle me for some money. I gave cuz $1 and told him to get the hell on out of my face because I just didn't want to be bothered with that man at that point. After purchasing a bag, I thought he was trying to rob me for Indy's Mother's Day gift. I was about to drop it off and take off running on him. But anyway, here we are. So, your Mother's Day was good.
Yeah, it was great.
You had a good time.
So we went to brunch. Well, Bear made dinner reservations.
Be love.
I told him that I would have preferred to go to brunch, and so he made
when women call an audible man
for me.
Ain't never satisfied. Prince told us.
But because I just knew the vibes for today. Well, I keep saying today. Podcast released on Tuesday. I'm talking as if it's Sunday, but it is raining.
Yeah, it is.
It is very nasty outside.
Yeah, it is.
And Mother Nature decided to pay me a visit at 5 this morning.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
So I felt like the earlier we went out, the better. So we did. We went out to RH Cafe. Very cute. We had brunch and then came back home. And we're here for the rest of the day. And after we record this episode, I can go get in the bed and eat my frozen cookie dough bites.
Listen to this, man. Listen to this. I'm going to say this real fast. I think that India is trying to join the Big Willie Challenge. I believe she is 5 cookie dough bites away from joining Will Smith to do the Big Willie Challenge and then go on YouTube and try to lose some of that cookie weight. You see what I'm saying? If that's what you're trying to do, I'm all with you, Queen. But if you just out here eating cookies because you like them.
I'm eating cookies because I like them, and I don't need your judgment.
I mean, I'm not judging. More cushion for the... I love Lizzo.
I told you the other day, mind the business that pays you.
Because listen, the more cracks you get, the more holes I can stick. You know what I'm saying? Start getting them little creases in your body.
You're disgusting.
Start getting them creases. You start putting things in places you never even would have imagined in the marriage now. And that's what I'm saying. Speaking of, let me get to something real fast. Hold up.
During the week, we got deep.
Annoying. In every sense of the word.
Let's talk on the podcast.
Yes, indeed. So listen. I want to jump right into this segment that I kind of lifted from somewhere else. Now, this week I was listening as always to the Breakfast Club, and there was a topic on that I wanted to talk to India about. That topic was, and I'm going to read it from my phone because I like to write things down. Have you ever withheld sex from your significant other to get what you want or to use it as a bargaining chip? Let's talk about the butt, withholding the butt to get the things you want. Let's talk about it. Have you ever done that to me?
No.
Or anybody that you know dealt with in the past?
No.
Why she always chuckle when I say anybody that you've dealt with in the past? I think you be having like emotional tingles or something. Every time I
chuckle, shut up.
Ooh.
I chuckle because I've never withheld sex, but I've definitely dropped it off for something that I want. Because I'm like, he is more, like he'll say yes if he just has some sex. Like you're more willing to say yes.
I like how you did the
if
reverse.
I ask for something like kind of outrageous.
Like that bag. You ain't, let me chill.
You are more willing to be like, yeah, go get whatever you want after you've had some sex. So I'm not gonna withhold it. I'm gonna drop it off.
So see what I'm saying? But that goes to the second part of the question, right? She's now using her vagina as kryptonite because she know I'm weak when it comes to that leak. You see what I'm saying?
Stop it today.
I'm just putting it out there. So she's putting it on me in a proper manner to get the things that she would otherwise not be. Name something that you've done that about. I need to know now because I'm confused.
It don't really even be nothing major. If I don't feel like paying for my nails.
That's a wild thing to say.
Or if I don't feel like paying for my hair or something like that, then be like, today's gonna be a head day.
Oh, see, why can't I just get head on a regular day? It always has to be a special occasion.
On a regular day.
I can't.
But I just know that's the thing. So if when I do it, it's like, oh, it's a treat. Like, oh, yeah, India, go, I don't care. Go get your nails done.
What is going on here? I did not know that's what the mouth was used for. I thought, you were just
not all the time. But I'm just saying.
I'm hurt.
I'm not. Back to your original question.
I'm destroyed. Big Willie challenge.
I am not going to withhold the sex to try to get something that I want. That's crazy.
Okay. Now, something I heard in this same segment that made me laugh. This one girl called in and she said she withheld sex in order to make her husband lose weight because he was getting heavy on the fat side of the game, and she started withholding her butt until he got his butt up and went to the gym. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't feel like that's a bad idea. I don't think that's a bad, because I'm not finna lay up with you and you let yourself go.
So I guess I kind of get it because you are, I guess when you meet the person you're with, you are attracted to the version of them that you met.
Yeah.
And so if it's like an enormous amount of weight, then I guess you kind of be looking like, maybe you should do something about that.
Now, like, if we both let ourselves go at the same time,
I don't think it matters.
It don't even matter. Yeah, we ain't withholding nothing but this weight at this point. So if you both
it's
let
like
yourself
we
go
are
do your
in
thing.
the same phase of life together. And
we just trying to make it
we
through
just out
one
here
cookie at a
living
time
together. So, but if that's something. Do I think it's right? No, I don't think it's right. I do think that, you just be like, hey, I'm just not even feeling like what you got going on right now. Can you please just, let's get in the gym.
Now, I will go on to say this. A misnomer that a lot of people have is to think that men are going to always want to bust it down and have sex at any given time. When people say, man, me and my girl, we have the best sex, or me and my guy, we have the best sex when we're mad at each other. They got me to thinking, how do people do that, right? Because I'm going to tell you the truth.
Sex when we're mad
I
at each
can't
other.
stand you when I'm mad, and I might be the only one out there that feels this way. But when we are mad, I don't want to touch, feel.
me.
See? Cool. Perfect. perfect. We on the same
I'm like
page.
complete, unless it's like you're mad, but I don't feel like you should necessarily be mad, which I know that's not right either.
Yeah.
But usually I'm like, no, I'm not interested in sex.
Yeah, me either. I'm the same way. So like when people always say, man, hey, man, that upset sex is the best type of sex. I need to figure out how you even get to that point. Because obviously, you must not be that mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that type of sex is different than makeup sex.
See, I'm
Like
two
makeup
different
sex,
things,
yeah,
right?
it's like makeup sex is like, oh, we
You
kind of
made
talked
up.
about it, we made up,
We
and
are
then we can have
finished.
sex, and that is some really good sex. But if we're like mad at each other and then we just have sex, and then we go back to being mad at each other, or you have sex thinking that it'll break the tension and you won't be mad at each other anymore, I still don't think that really fixes the issue because it's still gonna come back around. Like you still probably gonna end up being mad about the same thing again at some point. So you might as well just talk about it and make up for real. Then that what is this sex called? Upset sex?
Upset sex. I had a thought and just crossed my mind, right? So at the same time, we all still get horny, right? It's not like that just because I'm mad does not mean I'm not gonna become one. Yeah, I still want, man. Listen, if I see you get out of the shower, get a that thing get up. I'm like, damn, I'm upset,
But you mad?
but I'm mad. So then I have to make a decision. Do I A, go in and masturbate, or do I B, bite the bullet, try to make up with her, or do I C, go in upset and just do my thing? Because the thing about it is, let me tell you what I mean by do my thing. The thing about it is, you're not going to turn down any licking for the sticking. You see what I'm saying? So if you get up out of the shower and I'm upset and I see you walk across the room and I'm like, damn, man, we mad at each other, but I would like to hit it. So then when you get in the bed, I just do my thing. I flip you over, whatever, and then begin to give you the tongue of Tanzania. And then after
Oh my gosh.
we begin to have sex. Now, with that being said, I had a thought. The only position that will work in upset sex is going to be straight doggy style. And let me tell you, because you get a one-way ticket to Pound Town. Give it up.
No, but then it becomes angry sex. And I don't like it. No, because that's still like a different type of sex.
No,
like angry sex is like too much sometimes. Because then you just pounding, you super aggressive, and I just might not be in the mood for that.
But see, listen, that's when you gotta take over. You feel me? You gotta be like, hold up. Let me show you how it's done. You might tell me, put your hand, like the gate. That's what our Tank said in the song. When we don't put up that gate. When we. So you might put up the gate. The back gate. How you do the back gate? Put the Heisman, put your hand in the back. See my hand right here? Anyway, you might put up the gate and then you might flip me over and straddle me. And hit the reverse cowgirls. You feel what I'm saying? Anything can happen. But with all that being said, we don't have upset sex. I guess we might be prudes then. Because we don't do it.
I don't think it's necessarily we being prudes. I think that it's both that we have very dominating personalities and we can both be very stubborn.
Nah, ain't no we can both be very. I get over things and y'all know this by now. I get over things.
Okay, if you get over things, then why are you not having sex then? Because you be mad.
Nah, I mean, it's not that I'm mad. It's like almost that I'm irritated. I get over it, but I just get irritated. It's like looking at you.
It's the same thing. So you can't even say that.
You right. I mean, there has been times where we have been upset that I've also been erect. And then at those occasions, I just had to sit back and be like, just mad. Fucking believe I want to have sex with this nothing nigga.
You prideful.
But how would you feel if I had to come on you and you're upset?
Because if I'm horny, I got 2 bullets and a Tracy dog to take care of it.
Whoa, too much, buddy, too much.
So I don't have to come and approach you.
But I said the same thing. But I would so you would much rather use the plastic than this?
No, but I'm saying.
Skin cuts?
But
what
I'm
you
saying.
I don't know what she's saying. Come on, man. What are you saying?
But I'm going back to the fact that we're both just very prideful. Too prideful. It's like an ego thing. It's like, dang, I'm horny. I really like to have sex with my husband, but I don't feel like talking to him because he pissed me off earlier. So I'm just not going to worry about it.
Yeah. All right. I mean, listen, I get it, but at the same time, I just don't
Which
understand.
is not good.
None of this is good. We're working through something here, people. Like, none of this is good right now. We want to be able to do things like this. I want to be able to let it go enough to be able to jump. Now, some days, I'll be honest, some days I get mad at stuff like, I'm looking around. I might get mad. I don't know. You may have just done something that I felt like was just out of character and just really upset me. Like, it's maybe small to you, but it's big to me. You may be your mountain, but my molehill. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm like, I don't even want to touch you because I'm just that upset. It's not that I'm petty. It's just like, man, this thing is so big to me, I can't let it go right now.
Okay, so if you upset,
Sex
if you
or
that
not.
upset, you can't be horny then.
I mean, you can, two things can still be true. Two things can be true. I mean,
So you just gonna sit there and suffer
yeah.
because you don't want to talk to me.
Shit. Boy, sir said it. I ain't in the mood if I ain't in my bag. You know, we talked about that a long time ago. But at the same time, man, if I see that, if you got on a thong, you naked and got on a thong and I'm upset.
I don't even know like what's.
I'm sitting there thinking right now.
Literally.
I'm all over the place with my thoughts.
No, because you can be mad and you can see me naked, won't do nothing. But if you see me in a thong,
I like
you like thongs.
All right, man. So listen, I like having a little imagination. You know what I mean? Like, I like to leave a little to the imagine. I don't need. I like an under boob, like an under the side boob and a thong. You give me that, it's a wrap. I'm on that ass like a leech. But if you just naked, I'm like, man, you already done the hard work. I'm just gonna turn around, turn my back to you in the bed, and just, let that be that on that. That's how I roll.
All right. So good
Give
to
it
know.
up for
Next
me.
time you're upset, wear a thong. Got it.
I'm gonna put that on.
You're so simple. You're just simple.
Hey, can you read that message that somebody sent you earlier? I want to talk about that. I'm about to jump to something else. Somebody sent India a message on Instagram the other day, right? And India had the nerve to show me out of all people, the message that a guy sent to her on Instagram. Read the message.
Hello, baby. How are you doing? Will you be my sugar baby? And how much do you need right now?
India showed me that message. Y'all know what I did? I grabbed the phone and I began to reply back to this guy. Yes, how are you doing, babe? I need about 10 grand monthly. India took the phone from me. Am I wrong? Because he volunteered and said, hey, baby, I want to be a sugar daddy. How much do you need right now? Well, shit, since you're offering, who are we? We're a team, right? Who are we to say no
What
to
comes
such
with
a
like sugar?
offer?
What are sugar baby responsibilities? Like, what do you have to do to be a sugar baby? Is it like,
I don't know. I was
do you
about to
want
find
like
out.
pictures? Like, because usually they don't want actual sex, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm too young to be a sugar daddy.
What you want? Like, you know what? If I met somebody who was just interested in my feet, I'd 100% do it.
Why you wouldn't think about nudes is, I mean, you can find a light-skinned butt, type in Google, light-skinned booty, and send it over to him. He don't know if that's your ass or not.
He probably wants face too.
Well,
and that's something I can't do.
Photoshop a face on some booty.
I get those kinds of messages all the time. No.
Shit,
That's so weird.
We finna start capitalizing on. I didn't know it was all the time.
Yeah, probably like once a month I get a new one from somebody.
If we can start at least one person a month, get about 5,000, we gonna be all right. I feel like it's a hell of a job for you. You gonna be extra rich if you do that.
Shut up.
Now, I did have another question too that came about. Speaking of money, because people are COVID pandemic, lost jobs, then the third, but people are starting to get their jobs back. So congratulations on all of that. But right now, I have a question. At the age you are right now, if we weren't together and you were out here single in the dating field, could you date a man who had a roommate? Don't look at me like that. I'm asking the questions right now.
I mean, I would rather him not.
Why not?
At my age, I'm 30.
I know.
No.
I know how old you. At my age, I'm 30. Like, I'm not married to you. You feel me?
No. I mean, it wouldn't be like...
You're so prejudiced. My gosh.
Okay, so, I mean, I could go on one day just to see what he's talking about, but it wouldn't be my first choice.
All right. So then let's say you make it past the first date. You go to his house and you realize he has a roommate, but it's a 2-bedroom apartment, but they share a bathroom.
No. Absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely not.
It's not like you're staying with the guy.
Absolutely not. First of all, men are nasty.
Okay, we got that part.
Men are nasty, and you got 2 grown men using one bathroom. They probably got booty hair on the seat. They probably got shaving when you shave in the sink. No.
But at the same time, I feel like, what if he's there trying to save money, stack some bread to get his own spot? And he like, listen, man, this is a temporary situation. It may be about a year and a half until I stacked enough money to get my own spot. You roll with me? If you continue to roll with me, cool. But if you don't, if you out, then I'm going to be hurt. But I'm going to still do my thing and settle in with my roommate. How would you feel? A year and a half ain't that long, man. He trying to stack his paper and get his own. You got to reward the ambition. You know, he's saving bread to get his own pad.
I don't like it.
All right, now watch this though. Watch this though. What if you were the one that had the roommate and he was talking to you? Yeah, I bet you would want him to talk to you still.
I would hope that I don't have a roommate.
That's not what I'm saying. If you had a roommate, how would you feel? Would you want him to still talk to you if he had everything in order?
Well, I mean, Barry,
Boy,
if you flipping it, then that's
finally
fine.
Find something.
I mean, why I can't just have my opinion? I said I would go on the date with him.
I'm not judging your opinion.
I said that I would go on the date with him.
She said, why can't I just have my opinion like I'm judging you?
But he may not be my first choice. Like, I would go on the date. He just may not be my first choice. As someone who, like, I'm, like, naturally a loner. Like, I like to be by myself. And even, like, when I had roommates in college, I did not come out of my room. Like, when I actually stayed there, when I wasn't in your house, I stayed in my room with the door shut.
99% of the time.
The door open, you know, conversing with my roommates. And I love my roommates back then. Like, but I like to be alone. So that's why I said I just couldn't imagine me staying with roommates. Yeah. And even if I was in like a struggling financial situation, I would probably stay in an apartment that wasn't that nice just to stay by myself.
See, I don't know, man. I'm okay with having a room. Even right now. Now, I will give a caveat. We gotta have 2 bathrooms. Like you said, I ain't trying to share a bathroom with the homie. I love the homies, but I ain't trying to share a bathroom with them. As long as we can be roommates and have a 2-bed, 2-bath, I'm okay with that. And we're stacking paper to trying to get out. And we need to have a plan too. Like I mentioned, if we say, hey, after a year, we both have decided that we're going to go ahead and end the lease and go our separate ways. Shit, even if not, he ain't got to decide. He may want to get somebody else in, but I'm telling my guy up front, I got 12 months for you, coach. After that, I got to get on my own and go out and get my own place. But within those 12 months, 2-bed, 2-bathroom. Gotta have.
And if he has a roommate, I definitely at least want my own spot. Because I feel like one of us needs to have a spot where we can go to where it can be just us.
Watch this though. Got another question. What's the age that a roommate that you would like a guy to not have a roommate? So at what age should a guy separate himself from having roommates? All things considered, finances and everything considered. Like, he has everything in order.
I'm going to give him to 27.
God bless you. Hard on him. Why you so hard on people? Nashville, the cost of living is going up.
I was about to
Come on.
say, I also think it depends on where you live.
There it is. Now, if you live
Because
somewhere
I
in
do
the
think
silk,
that it
you straight.
is like understandable. Nashville prices are like higher than giraffes pussy at this point because I don't know. So I mean, it just depends on like where you stay. But I mean, when you were living with a roommate, I used to be like, dang, I wish he stayed by himself.
I was stacking that bread though. You see what I'm saying? Like me and my guy, shout out to Jeremy, we stacking paper.
Yeah, I mean, but I knew that. So I mean, it obviously wasn't an issue.
And another
but
reason
I'm just
too.
saying, like, I just, you know, sometimes I used to be like, dang, I just really wish he stayed by himself.
Watch this though. If I didn't have a roommate at that time, I would have moved far away from you. Now, how would you feel about that? If I didn't have a roommate staying in that place, I would have just moved to Nashville.
I know. I'm aware of that.
So I had a roommate basically to be close to you and drop this log off in you.
Will you cut it out?
I'm just saying.
Will you cut it out? You've already made it very clear that you stayed in Murfreesboro because I was still in school.
I'm just letting you
were
know.
waiting for me to finish.
Don't trip.
You were waiting to get engaged. Like, I understand all of that. And I don't want people to think I'm like a snob because I'm really not. It's like personal preference to me. It has nothing to do with like money or needing to stay with someone else financially or nothing like that. It's literally about the simple fact that I prefer my own space. And I don't.
She does. She really does though. Like,
yeah, like you know that about me.
I can stay in the room that I'm in right now and I'll be perfectly fine. Like even at night, she gets mad at me sometimes because I want you to spend time with me. And I just come right in here. I put Blake to bed. I'll come right where I'm sitting now. And you guys can't see it, but it's a computer right here in front of me. And I'll sit here, watch TV on the computer, and I'll just chill.
And I go in our bedroom and I shut the door. And when he decides to come to bed early some nights, I'll be like, what you doing in here?
She will. She's in there eating cookies and writing in her prayer journal. That's what she's doing. And I'm in here doing podcast stuff and watching TV. It's like two different sides of the coin.
Yeah.
But we both kind of go our separate ways. Not intentionally.
I think I 100% think it depends on the person and the type of person that you are. Some people really don't mind that kind of stuff. But like I said, I don't think it has anything to do with money or financial stuff or nothing. It's just I like to be by myself. So if I'm dating somebody, I don't want to have to go and be around you and your roommate.
Yeah. I'm
just
with it. Now, with that being said, I feel like that what you're trying to say, if you're dating this person, that a roommate may be a turnoff, right? Like, you're like, damn, man, I want to, I wish I could come and be with you a little more, but your roommate is a turnoff. So
and I know that some people choose roommate situations because the roommate is never there. Like, I've seen a roommate situation where, like, one of the roommates was a flight attendant and never at home. One of the roommates traveled all the time and was never at home. So,
that's different.
That's completely different because then I can go over there and be like,
I'm naked.
It's just nobody there.
I'm outside. I'm naked with mine. Now, with that being said, I knew somebody like that too. Me and the homie Josh, shout out to Josh, man. Me and Josh, we went to Cleveland, remember, a long time ago when the Cavaliers won the NBA. Man, listen, life was so great and simple and easy back then. Me and Josh literally picked up and said, hey, if Cleveland wins the championship, the next day we're going to Cleveland. What do?
We went to Cleveland.
We got in the car and we drove to Cleveland the next day. The reason why we were able to go because Josh has a home. I think it's his line brother, matter of fact. Anyway, shout out to him. But he lived in Cleveland. And his roommate, he had a roommate. Now, this guy did not need a roommate, but he had a roommate because his roommate was never there. So we got to stay. And he was hardly there too. I don't know why, but man, he had a nice ass spot though. Player. When I say player, it was player. And he was a surgeon. That's why I said he didn't need a roommate. Yeah. So that's the type of things I'm like, I don't know. Real fast though. I've been trying to get to this question probably for like the last 2 or 3 weeks. And I mentioned it a while ago. What is one thing in marriage that turns you off? Ooh, loaded question.
Turns me off? In marriage?
Yeah, like it has to be something that I do. I know I'm perfect and everything, But it has to be something that I do that turns you off, that you want me to stop doing. Now is your opportunity to let me know in front of all of the world to see right now. Oh, what is it? Nothing, right?
Well, no, so it
I'm
used
so
to be
dope.
that. So you used to sleep with like no shirt on, but you get so hot at night and you sweat really bad at night.
Yep.
And then like by the end of the week, the sheets will be so dirty. And that used to like really bother me. Like
I'm
and
not
like,
dirty though. It's crazy.
if
I'm not
it was
dirty.
like an older set of sheets, like you could like just pull the comforter back and like on your side of the sheets, it would just be stained. And mine would not be because I'm not like a heavy sweater at night. But you're very clean. Like he showers before he gets in the bed. And so, but he just sweats so bad at night. And that just used to like disgust me.
It's a fact. It's a fact. See, you know what's funny about this conversation that we're about to have? Both of the things that turn us off happen in the bedroom, which leads me to another question, but I got to answer this one first. The thing that turns me off about you is something.
I have a feeling I know what it is.
It's something that just started to happen recently too. Like everything is, different things may turn you off at different points, but right now, the point that we are in our marriage, the one thing that probably turns me off is at night when you get into bed, you come to bed and sleep with a robe on. And I ain't talking about like no sexy satin silk ass robe. I'm talking about a terry cloth cotton robe that's big. So what she'll do, she'll put on the biggest t-shirt she can find with the biggest bonnet she can find, get in the covers, which is already hot to me because obviously I sweat a little bit, get under the covers, then get her robe off of the floor and put that on top of everything else. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened here? I'm sleeping with a polar bear.
Because I get cold.
And I can't understand how Blake, just when I tell you I've never met a person just like me. This guy's just like me. He goes to bed and you go in there and touch him, sweat dripping off of him, just sweating. So we have to keep the house at an irregularly cold temperature, right? So she has to turn into a polar bear. And I'm like, bro, ain't nothing getting hard over here. Ain't nothing getting hard with this damn pillow.
And it really sucks because if I want to be intentionally sexy going to bed,
ain't no sexy.
I have to wear that so that he sees it. We have sex. But then as soon as we finish, I'm putting my big t-shirt back on and my robe.
She transforms from Stefan to Urkel. Like, stop. It's the reverse of that, right? She goes from like, look at me, Big Daddy, to, hey, I'm going to bed now. It's like, damn, what just happened? Went up to the sex appeal. You know what I'm saying? No. It goes out of the window. Like, she takes it. She throws it. Like, ain't no more sexy. That's it. Now.
I'm not sure what you want me to do about that. I
wonder how many people in the world sleep in separate rooms for that exact same reason. I saw an article. It said something about, it's like divorce sleep, something like that. I got to look it up and I'll put it on here. But anyway, it was talking about a situation similar, why people sleep in separate rooms, because if they don't sleep in separate rooms, the snoring, like different things will bother them so bad, it may cause them to get a divorce.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. If you ever thinking about sleeping in separate rooms, I know who ain't leaving the master bedroom.
Hell no, we paid too much for that damn mattress. I'm going to bed in that one. I'm not buying two mattresses.
Sleeping next to this row.
Yikes. That's a disgusting thing. Now I'm just playing, but give it up.
I ain't got nothing for you. I'm going to be warm. Well, that's what I'm going to be. And I sleep in socks.
I want y'all to keep it real with us right now. I want y'all to drop a comment under this YouTube video and tell us things that your spouse, significant other, whatever it is, some things that they do that turn y'all off. Let us know. We ain't going to snitch on you, but we do want to know. I just want to be petty real fast. Now let me hit the button and get to my favorite segment of the show.
Now unqualified advice from B-Love and B-Love's relationTIP.
I got the keys. This week is not even a relationTIP because I was struggling to think about one. But it is a question that's going to lead into, I guess, maybe a tip. We'll see. Let's try to do it. Question came in again in the DM that I want to turn into a tip if I can, but we'll see. Can you build sexual chemistry between you and your significant other? They say, I guess everything is going smooth, right? They go on dates. They like doing, like each other's company. But when it's time to have sex, something ain't quite right. And they want to know, can you build sexual chemistry with one another? What do you think? I'm going to ask you first.
So is it that like when they have sex, do they enjoy it? Or
They
is
didn't
it
really
just
say.
that like when it's time to have sex, it's just kind of like
Let's try the second one. When it's time to have sex, it's almost like, hey, where do we start? I feel like that's the question.
foreplay. Hey, maybe they should be having some.
You see how cavalier she was, like, foreplay head. Ain't sucked the ding-a-ling since 2 or 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? But she's always like, foreplay head. What can I get some of that?
Simply not true.
Okay, all right. When the last time you think you did it?
Last month.
I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell.
What month is this? This is beginning of May? Yeah, April.
You a damn lie. But go ahead.
I'm not lying.
Go ahead, get done with the question. Come on.
Can't be.
Okay.
So, I mean, I feel like foreplay is like really important to me. Like I can't just jump into sex. I'm just not ready. Like I have to have foreplay. So maybe that's what's missing, and maybe they should be trying to build it up throughout the day. It's kind of like
we talked about that.
Like every time you have pants that I can see your print through.
You just come up and grab my meat. I feel like a piece of meat when you do that, though. I like to, be caressed.
I think you like it.
No, I don't.
You like it.
I'm telling you I know. See? Me too. You know what I mean? Me too. I like it. I'm not a piece of meat.
But that's what I'm saying. It has to be something missing, like some touching, some kissing, some holding. Because it's like, if everything else is in order. That's why I said, is it just that they don't like having sex with each other? Or is it just hard to get to sex? Like, foreplay.
And trying to build sexual chemistry. Now, with that being said,
I guess like when they're out together, it's like, I can't wait to get home.
But they
have
might
sex with
all
you.
Right, that's a good thought. They might not know how to do that though.
I don't think it's that. I think it's like really just like basic physical attraction. Because like when we go out and you're looking nice, I'm like, damn, I can't wait to get back home because you look so damn good. Like that's what I'm like, where is the disconnect?
All right, well check it out then. So let's take it a step further. It may be during sex that the sexual chemistry may be off. Meaning, I like it this way, but he's doing it that way. I like it that way, but she's doing it this way. So it's kind of juggling, right? Maybe like they get ready to kiss and both their heads going the same way. If you kiss and both of your heads are going the same way, you can't kiss. Like both of y'all heads should be going to the right at the same time when you kiss. You feel me? Somebody's head has to go to the left and your head has to go to the right. And that may be more of the question right there.
So they're just awkward in the bedroom together.
It's chemistry. Awkwardness, call it what you want. Put a bow on it. Can you build it? Is the question.
I do think you can build it. I feel like that's a hard question for me because like it's already there. Like really we don't have sex. Like the issue with us is if it's not happening, we're usually like mad at each other. Or it's like some sort of like
upset sex.
Maybe we're not mad at each other yet, and it's just some sort of like underlying tension going on. It's like a conversation about something that needs to be had, and then at that point you're just not really interested in sex. But I don't feel like we have an issue with sexual chemistry.
Yeah.
So
It's tough, right? So to answer the question, here's my relationship. Yes, I feel like that you can build your sexual chemistry if both parties are willing to talk about the things that they like and dislike during sex, or if both parties are willing to almost concede to the other person's need. All right. So I do think that it can be built. Like if I tell you, man, I really like XYZ position, then hey, you might need to try it. But if you say, I really don't like the position because boom, 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 then I may have to back off and say, all right, let me try to do something a little bit different. So I do think you can build it. It just comes with time and work. Now, if y'all are not attracted to each other, that's something else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's something else if you're not attracted to each other. Or it could be that y'all have just been having sex for so long that
it's mundane.
Yeah, it's mundane and you just kind of bored with it. But then in that case, it's like you kind of got to try some new things. Try some new positions, take a trip to Hustle Hollywood, see what you can find. Maybe,
pornography.
You know.
Bust out that pornography and try some tricks. Like, oh man, he did like do the Watusi, you feel me?
Yeah.
See that? Do the Watusi. You ain't never seen that move ever before, have you?
No, it sucked.
I'm gonna do that shit. Yeah, I put that snake in. It's called a snake. It's called a snake right there, the maneuver. Give it up one time. I don't know if that was a tip or not, but it's really all I had. Yes, you can build sexual chemistry.
Sex therapist.
Yeah, man.
We need a specialist in that topic because I don't really know. Because like I said, it's not something that we struggle with. So I'm not.
Yeah, once we start getting it in, it goes down. But I will say it ain't happening if we upset. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Let her upgrade you. What would India do?
Hey, come on. WWID. What would India do? Kick it.
My girlfriend wanted to wait a long time for sex, and now that we have finally had sex, I realized that I'm not sexually compatible with her. I've been dating my girlfriend for nearly a year now. In the beginning, I told her that I have a high sex drive and sex is very important to me. She told me she also has a high sex drive, but she wanted to wait quite some time before we had sex. I really liked her, but I didn't want to wait as long as she did for sex because I was afraid I'd become too attached before we had sex. And if we weren't really sexually compatible, that I'd feel trapped because of my feelings for her. And that's exactly what has happened. I have very strong feelings for her and she's an amazing woman. And up until we had sex, I saw myself being with her for long term. But now that we've had sex quite a few times, I'm just not as committed to the relationship. I thought maybe the first time we had sex, maybe she was just nervous. But now that we have had sex multiple times, I see that it's not just nerves. It's gotten to the point where I can't even finish. It's so bad and I end up going soft. The kicker is she just thinks I'm done when that happens and doesn't realize that I didn't finish. That's crazy. She just lays there and stares at me. There's no moaning or signs of pleasure from her. I asked her if she enjoys sex with me, and she says she loves it and can't get enough. I've told her that I feel like I'm not pleasing her because she doesn't give me any sign of approval during sex. She just tells me she's just quiet, but I can't enjoy that. I really don't want to leave her, but I'm already finding myself being tempted to satisfy my needs some other way, and I'm not sure what to do.
It's the same person that wrote the question in the DM. I'm telling you, but go ahead.
So, for one, I would want to know if you've tried to have a conversation with her, which doesn't sound like you have. For two, realize that all girls are not moaners. Some women are quiet lovers. Like for me, like I'm probably TMI, but like
relax. Jeez, go ahead. I'm just playing.
Like I may be a moaner, but I may moan more if I'm under the influence of something.
It ain't even maybe, it is.
So she just, but it's not that like the sex is any less good, you know, no, whether I'm under the influence or not. You know, just, push you a little bit further out of your comfort zone when you're under the influence.
Let your freak flag fly. You let your guard down.
But it could be, I don't know, maybe you think she's boring. It sounds like that may be a little bit of an issue, which can be fixed. And what I don't understand is how she's saying that she's saying that she has a high sex drive.
Mm-hmm.
And usually people with high sex drives are like pretty freaky. So for her to be like a silent lover doesn't really match up. Like it feels like that may not be true, and she may have just said that to make him feel comfortable about having a high sex drive and having to wait.
Could be.
To have sex. Like
Could
a whole
be.
year is a long time.
Yeah.
To wait.
She was cheating on him anyway.
Sex.
The whole time she'd been cheating on him. If she had a high sex drive and she made him wait a year, somebody else was dropping it off in her. I know the vibes.
No. I don't believe she actually had a high sex drive.
I don't think so either. She ain't doing no moaning and groaning. And I say this too, my friend, listen, be happy she doesn't moan and groan, because I'm telling you, the moans and groans, they're going to make you come a lot sooner than you expect. You be thinking you be in the ninth, you be in the eighth, no, you be in the fifth ending of a baseball game. All of a sudden, she hit you with a, and boy, that 5 turned into a 9th ending real quick, and before you know it, the game is over. So be happy.
So it sounds like he just needs more reassurance
okay.
in the bedroom, because he just said that he doesn't enjoy it because she doesn't make sounds.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it the sex that's bad, or it's like you just...
He may be in his own head now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got in his own head, and he like, damn, man, like, I'm giving it everything I got, but she ain't giving me nothing back.
She's not saying anything. Exactly.
I'm giving her every inch, every position, and she just sitting there like, They ain't saying nothing, just looking at it.
But then it did...
I feel
seem
bad
a little
for the guy.
strange when he said that, like, when he's, first of all, the fact that she doesn't realize that he's not actually coming at the end.
Oh, he faking it.
That's strange.
And why you faking it, King? You ain't gotta fake it. You better get your needs fulfilled, brother. You ain't gotta fake it.
And why is she not saying anything about you going soft?
Now that's a little weird. That's a little weird, my friend.
Yeah, so I think that, before you just ditch her, like you invested a whole year into the relationship, I feel like you need to have a conversation with her.
Keep it real.
And tell her, be like, listen, I don't know, like, why you're not moaning. I think it's a little strange. But it's not helping me at all. Like, it's not turning me on. It is making me go soft and, go from there. But it's like she's thinking that everything is fine, and it's obviously not.
Mm-hmm. There it is. I mean, I think you nailed it, but they do have to talk.
Unless she genuinely doesn't like sex just as much as he doesn't like it. Like, maybe they really don't like sex with each other.
Maybe y'all lying to one another. Yeah.
Now, I can say maybe he think he putting it down, and maybe she's like, he ain't all that.
My man, you over there short stroking, thinking, giving it everything you got. She's like, this really ain't it. It's not it for me. So
yeah,
perhaps, just perhaps, you think you're doing a lot, but you may be doing a little. So y'all need to discuss the terms of the sexual escapades that you all are having.
And men be doing that too. Men be thinking they be putting it down more than what they be putting it down. Because I got several friends that have talked about bad sex with men, and the men really thought they was God's gift to sex.
I want to talk about something, but I think I'm going to wait, because I'm going to wait for the live show. And during the live show, hopefully I still have it, I'm going to put a screenshot up of a message that India sent me. And I didn't take too kindly of it. I did not take too kindly of it. But we'll talk about that.
What?
Hopefully during the live show. I'm going to put it up. I ain't going to tell you what it is either. During the live show, I'm just going to put it up on the screen. Hopefully we have a screen. And I'm going to show the crowd what you sent me. And I'm going to ask a guy in the crowd, how would they feel if their girl sent them a message like that? Stay tuned. Oh, it's coming. And it's going to be a happy hour too. Matter of fact, she and I Under the Stars, we're still doing that one. But
we think we got something happen a little bit before She and I Under the Stars.
Be ready. We're cooking out here. She and I Happy Hour may be coming soon to a lounge near you.
A little
be
weeknight
ready.
vibe.
Be ready. Yeah, maybe a hump day. Come out and get humped. Not by us, though. Just hump by your significant other. I did have one more question that was on the Shade Room, but we're going to save that let's go live this week. We're going live this week. Check us out. Be Love 1911. We will be live on my IG. Check us out. In the meantime, in between time, India, tell the people where they can find you at, girl.
India.Marie. I got some stuff coming up, I think.
She cooking too. We cooking, she cooking,
one day I'm going to tell
cooking.
y'all all about my crazy life. And it's going to be a story.
I'm telling you, one day soon, we will do an episode to kind of recap last year. We held it together through some trying times last year, and we still made it. So we'll tell y'all about that. You can find me at BeLove1911 on all social platforms. Be sure look who dropped in. Be sure to follow She and I Podcast and leave us a message at She and I Podcast at gmail.com.
We're getting ready to go.
Like always, it's been real. It's been fun. I out.